This is Damon Dash, and this is the Dash Diabetes Network. I might not be a doctor, but I'm definitely in a doctor's state of mind. So we got real serious doctors in the house, and they're already in mid-conversation. Check it out.
By 2030, there's going to be a third of the population is going to be diabetic.
And that's China's high too now.
Yeah, and it's right. It's happening in China because why? You know, they're sedentary and eating white rice and
white
all of that, and we're Americanizing them.
McDonald's.
Yeah. So I think that's the thing where the lifestyle change can potentially cure their type 2 diabetes or even the pre-diabetic, and that's where I'm curious.
I feel like if you eat right for type 2 diabetes, from what I'm hearing, and you exercise, that you should be able to put yourself in a position where you're producing enough insulin.
Yeah.
Potentially. Not everybody, but potentially. I mean, you can make a great impact. Yeah, but look how many people are not doing it, and look where we are.
Well, I think that's just because of people's lifestyles. Like when you start to eat fast food with all kind of like non-organic preservatives and GMO and all those kind of things, you know, it sits in your body and it makes it where things don't work so well.
Yeah.
They have a food addiction.
Definitely a food addiction.
But they don't say that. People don't say I have a food addiction. And then
they don't know it.
That's why we're talking. I'm saying people have a food addiction, and the food is made addicting deliberately, especially fast food. They put addictive chemicals in it, so you will crave it. So we're looking at a hormone called ghrelin, which makes you crave food. They got to throw that out of whack to make you a diabetic. So we got to eat in a proportion. That's the problem. We got to eat 70% green carbohydrates, 15% raw fats, 15% protein. We got to eat in the right proportion. It's not what you eat, it's a proportion of what you're eating.
Right, so you can't abuse anything, but you could do it in moderation.
Moderation, you could take a bath in moderation with rat turd in it. Moderation is not the key.
There's no moderation for that.
That's what I'm saying. There's no moderation. What you're saying is not true. It's not a moderate drunk. You're drunk. There's no moderation.
Yeah, but you can get drunk once a week or you get drunk every day.
Still alcoholic. Once a year, you can be alcoholic.
Huh?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to explain the naturopathic point of view, and you don't. It's hard for me to develop my point.
You know that it's probably hard for the average person to first time hearing that to digest that. So in that respect, it becomes intimidating.
Yeah, that's why I was an addiction counselor for 15 years.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think the more productive way to approach it would be to like simplify it in almost like a layman's terms, where it feels a little more approachable.
Palatable.
Well, whatever word that makes you feel comfortable. But
that's why I write books. So I've simplified in layman's terms. No problem. There are different ways to deliver information, teaching, talking, treatment, and there's different ways. And so I write books to get it that way. We're trying to get people healthy and trying to get the information out, that's all.
You said something that I think is very interesting that I think we do see back to the type 2s, is that they eat that carb, that bad carb.
Yeah, the bad carb.
And so their body puts out insulin, right? They make insulin.
Yeah.
And it overshoots.
Right.
And so then you talk about where he was talking about they get addicted to it. I know exactly what he's talking about because they let's say they eat that bagel or the donut or whatever, and their body puts out the insulin, it overshoots, and then a couple hours later, they start getting low, they get hungry,
right,
and they want more
carbohydrates.
But above and beyond,
that's the addiction of carb.
Yeah.
Above and beyond all of those things, what is the treatment as far I get diet? What else?
So diet. And we can argue, debate diet, but I think we're on the same team on there, and then diet, exercise, and then we've got the drugs, which I'm sure we've got. I mean, it's amazing. There are 9 different oral drugs now, 9 different categories of oral drugs for diabetes, and then I know, and my career is 27 years. When I started, all there was sulfonylureas, the glycerides and all that, and then we've gotten into metformin and a whole series of medications, and then of course insulin. So when all else fails,
what do the pills
insulin.
do?
I think that's a whole lecture onto its own. Okay, so I think to tell you the deets and all that, man. I
Just a
think
little
I
chemistry
would
there.
it would be a full didactic.
You would suggest that one did not take these pills, that they
Well,
would do it more
Or
natural way.
supplements.
Yeah, we can do it in a supplement form.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, we're saying the same thing, man. It's not difficult. What we're saying is this is manageable. Type 2 is manageable, but you got to change your diet, man.
If you want to learn more about being a diabetic and being cool while you're diabetic and the lifestyle of a diabetic, check out the Diabetes Network. Holla back.
I'm amazed. I didn't know anything like this existed.
I like it.
I like this idea.
We showed people with diabetes something they'd never seen before. Inhaled insulin.
It's inhaled.
No, I would consider this.
I could inhale it.
And you said you inhale it?
It's neat. It's really neat.
I like the design. It's very fascinating.
I don't know. I don't have the right words for this.
I'm going to talk to my doctor. I'm going to find out if this is something that's for me. And if it is, we're going to make some changes.
Insulin you inhale. Ask your doctor if Afrezza is right for you. Go to Afrezza.com to learn more.